So 2025 is here and I personally have been having quite a slow start. But you know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. So instead of burning myself out this January, I'm just taking my time to build the routines that I want for this year. And don't get me wrong, I'm still entering this year with lots of motivation and lots of energy, and I thought I'd make this video to give you a little bit of an extra push or extra motivation for this new year. So let's get into it. So I'll be honest, I wanted to start the new year with a video starting on 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning and having this perfect routine as kind of the best start to 2025. However, I realized this is not realistic for me and I should just go at it with my own pace. So hello and welcome back to my channel. I did not wake up at 5 a.m. nor did I wake up at 6 a.m. but I did wake up and I did do the things that I wanted to do. For the month of January, my focus is creating an Islamic morning routine, which for now it's not really about waking up at a specific time, but it's about creating the habit of reading Quran in the morning and doing other Islamic habits in the morning as well. And I'm starting with the habit of reading Quran in the morning. And I won't pretend like I am currently having a perfect Islamic morning routine with tahajjud, fajr. Of course I pray fajr, but an hour of dhikr and then an hour of Quran, an hour of Quran journaling. I don't have that morning routine just yet. For now it's just a very simple morning routine with fajr and Quran. And yeah, that is my realistic journey of building an Islamic morning routine. Definitely let's grow together on this journey. If you want to build specific habits, make sure to take it at your own pace. Of course, it is the new year, so we feel like it's the perfect time to start something. However, it's okay to take it slow and realize that just because it's January doesn't mean that we suddenly can have the most productive mornings and productive days all of a sudden. So it's really something to build up, and that's what I'm doing. I will not be making a 6 a.m. morning routine just yet, just because that is not my morning routine right now. I'll just show you how I am realistically building up my routines and realistically achieving my goals for 2025. I won't pretend like I'm doing better than I am. That I don't want to pretend in front of the camera. It's not 6 a.m. but it is the morning and I am working on my goals. Feel free to join me in this journey. I'm just going to have a little morning coffee and then get started with the day. So I wanted to chat a little bit about the whole idea of slow growth. If you know me and my videos, you know I mentioned it a lot, but I just thought I will physically show you what slow growth can look like. So over here you see this beautiful plant. It is a amaryllis flower. I believe that is how you pronounce it. So basically a few flowers will bloom from this little thing right here. And I got this a month ago. It is already quite big. I think we will see flowers pretty soon. So here's an example of how something can grow pretty quickly, right? However, we are not always like this. We don't see growth immediately in a few weeks. Sometimes it can be like, for example, growing a YouTube channel, which I wanted to talk about for a little bit, because I started my YouTube channel about 3 years ago, and most of my videos from then are offline just because I wasn't Muslim yet. However, I did believe in myself starting from pretty much day one when I started my YouTube channel, and that is where this little book comes in, which I wanted to go over with you. I recently rediscovered this book when I was going over all of the stuff that I have in my attic. This little book shows the start of my YouTube journey and basically how beautiful slow growth can be. So I made a notebook on how I was going to work on my YouTube channel 3 years ago, and for the notebook I made a crochet cover. I am a slow crocheter, and if I make something like this it takes me hours. So just for your information, I was spending hours just on the cover of a notebook that was making me work towards the goal of having a lovely YouTube channel. But I basically planted that seed 3 years ago, and I thought I'd share the contents of this book, not necessarily to show how my YouTube growth has been, but more so to show you how sometimes you start something years and years ago and you are seeing the results now. So yeah, let's talk about planting a seed, shall we? I'll share the first page with you and a few other pages. And this was on the 21st of September of 2021. I hadn't started my YouTube channel then. This is the book that will show my journey on YouTube. In my heart, I know I am capable of creating beautiful things and sharing thoughts, purpose and love. I'm hoping YouTube will be a place for me to do just that. It will be a journey filled with hard work, persistence and hanging on to my true self. I'm ready for that. I will not give up because I know that I can do it. I smile, I cringe a little bit, but I am very excited to read basically how excited I was back then and how much I believed in myself, even though I literally had 0 subscribers. The next few pages are basically me writing down my journal entries of how the YouTube progress is going. And what I did a lot throughout this journal is that I wrote manifestations where I would basically start scripting. So all of this was before I converted to or reverted to Islam. I'm not sure how scripting works within the Islamic terms, but basically what I did here was I wrote out how life would be once I did a certain thing, and I wrote it as if it has already happened to me, just so that I could feel the feelings of what it would be like to achieve that and really start believing that it could be possible. And I also wrote down affirmations. For example, I attract like-minded people to my channel. I am a successful YouTuber. This is so cute. Here I wrote down first comment from someone I don't know directly, and this was so exciting to me back then. And finally over here I have my subscriber count tracking, which looks so cute because I started out with 6 subscribers, and for every day I wrote down how many subscribers I had for that day. I grew from 6 subscribers to 151. Basically the journey and the journal continues with me manifesting, me scripting, me writing out affirmation. I attract lovely like-minded people to my YouTube channel, and here we are 3 years later, and I did just that. I hadn't known at the time that I was talking about fellow Muslim girls all over the world or fellow girls who are interested in Islam, learning about Islam. But I guess I just wanted to share this to remind you that something that starts years ago can build up to something that you are currently still enjoying and basically seeing the flowers of. Slow growth is the most beautiful growth, because this is kind of one of the ways that you're grateful for the results. One of the things that my husband has said to me that stuck to me was that there are only two ways to get results. One is your own efforts and the other one is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You do really need the combination of both of them to get results that you want, or results that eventually align with, you know, what is written for you. I don't know how often I've said slow growth today, but again, this is how slow growth can look like, and why I am also so excited about slow growth. You can also see it as the following, where you buy a plant in the store and you put it in your home and you're excited about the plant. But how much more excited are you about a plant in your home if you have actually put in the seed for it and have seen it grown from this tiny little plant to this beautiful tree or beautiful plant with lots of leaves, and you are so much more grateful for what you're achieving if you've worked on it for a longer period of time. It kind of becomes part of who you are instead of something that you can just buy at the store. In order to achieve something, we really do need two things: our own hard work and, most importantly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's guidance. So achieving your goals is really about making dua and doing the work. Another thing that I wanted to say was regarding the vision board and whether this is Islamically okay to do. I got a few comments asking whether it is allowed for us Muslims to make vision boards. Now, I want to emphasize that anything you do needs to be judged according to your intentions. So if you think that you're making a vision board and because you're placing it on your vision board it must come true, that is not Islamically okay, because you would give the power to the board itself for you to basically get it. And of course, anything you get in life or anything you don't get in life is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So thinking that just because you put it on the board you will get it, that is not Islamically okay. However, if those are not your intentions, if you see your vision board as a way for you to look at your goals every day, remember how important they are to you and why you want to achieve them, and that helps you with staying consistent, that is basically what a vision board should be for. Another thing that I saw someone say is to basically see your vision board as your dua board, and basically these are your duas visualized. And this got me thinking, aside from the fact that I have it visualized, I would also like to make a list of all the duas that are basically the embodiments of what you can see on my vision boards. For example, the part that I have regarding Islamic studies, I would like to have a dua asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide me to knowledge and to make the journey of learning Arabic easier for me, and basically have a list of du'as that embody the visions that I have for myself. I think this is a nice idea, so I will try to find du'as in Arabic that basically embody what I am trying to convey here. Like I said, the first step of my current morning routine and building an Islamic morning routine is really just to incorporate Quran in my morning routine. Perhaps in a week I can incorporate these specific du'as.
Allah did not say, I will respond to your dua if you call. He said, I will respond to your dua when you call, as if Allah is waiting for your dua. Allah is waiting for your dua, and His love for you and His closeness to you keeps Him waiting for you to finally turn back to Him. He's already spoken to you, now it's your turn to speak to Him. Quran is Him speaking to you, dua is you speaking to Him. إِذَا دَعَانْ. And so Allah says, if you can do that, I'll do this for you. I'll respond to you immediately.